tonight with a shooting in Canton that injured both a U.S. Marshal and the suspect.
The Marshal is expected to recover. The suspect is in critical condition tonight. Our team has been covering this from all angles all night long. Tonight, we bring you team coverage of what we've learned. But
first, we start with News 5's JESSI Schultz. She's live in Canton right now where everything happened.
JESSI, now you've learned the suspect has made some disturbing comments about police in the past.
Yeah, Rob, police told me here tonight that suspect has made it well known that he wanted to die by suicide by police. And today, police say before they could even serve him a warrant for his arrest, he came out shooting. U.S. Marshals in the Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force were doing what they aim to do every day, serving a warrant for an arrest to this man, 33-year-old Aaron Thomas. Thomas was wanted out of Virginia. Deputies say he was actively hiding from police at a home on Regent Avenue in Canton. Shortly after they arrived to that home early Wednesday evening to serve the warrant, things went south.
He tried to go out a back window, spotted our officers, came out the front door, and fired multiple rounds at our officers.
Officers say Thomas came out shooting, hitting a U.S. Marshal. Neighbors tell me after he fired, they heard 8 to 11 shots fired back from police, and they saw Thomas lying on the ground behind the Mahoning Manor apartment complexes. They didn't want to go on camera, but tell me it was terrifying to watch.
The most important thing I tell you right now is our officer was shot today, and he's all right.
The U.S. Marshal is expected to be okay, but Thomas is still at the hospital in critical condition. Deputies say he was wanted for aggravated robbery and a felony possession charge, calling him a violent fugitive.
What you see here is kind of the aftermath of what we do each and every day to try to keep this community safe.
Very difficult job our people have, especially when somebody wants to kill them.
While we wait to learn more about Thomas's condition, in the meantime, Ohio BCI is investigating as a neutral third party. But stick with News 5 as we will continue to update you when we learn more. Reporting live in Canton tonight, JESSI Schultz, News 5.
Okay, JESSI, we thank you for staying on top of this tonight, but we are not done. This is the second officer-involved shooting investigation in Northeast Ohio in a matter of days. BCI is also handling the Sunday shooting involving Maple Heights officers.
Police say they heard gunshots and then a car came speeding towards them. Now, thankfully, none of the officers were hurt. The suspect was treated and released into police custody that same day on Sunday. News 5's Emily Hamilton continues our team coverage with an in-depth look at how often officers end up in the line of fire. Emily?
Yeah, Courtney, Rob, while we do not know his name, again, as JESSI mentioned, we do know that U.S. Marshal injured in today's shooting is expected to make a full recovery. But we wanted to take a deeper dive into some data regarding officers and agents shot while in the line of duty, both nationally and right here in Ohio. According to data released by the FBI in 2019, no federal officers were killed, but a total of 2,136 federal law enforcement officers were assaulted nationwide that year. 315 of those were U.S. Marshals, and 13 of them were injured in those assaults. It's been more than 2 years since a U.S. Marshal was shot and killed in the line of duty, and the rate of non-federal officer assaults in 2019 was nearly 12 for every 100 sworn officers, and 449 Ohio officers were assaulted during that year. A little more than 2,100 officer assaults involved a firearm. While Wednesday's shooting thankfully did not result in the death of a law enforcement officer, Ohio has lost 5 officers in the line of duty since the beginning of 2020, 3 of them to gunfire, including Cleveland detective James Skirnovitz back in September of 2020. And we will continue to bring you the very latest on today's officer-involved shooting, including more on a possible motive, as well as that U.S. Marshal's name when that information becomes available to us. But for now, reporting live in Canton, Emily Hamilton, News 5.